Chicken and beer. Beer and chicken. A repulsive, hellish nightmare of a meal for teetotalers, vegetarians, and especially teetotaling vegetarians. But for the rest of us binge-drinking carnivores, an edible dream. Crispy on the outside, tender, juicy bird on the inside, with sips of golden wetness in between. It may be saucy, it might be sticky, it could be spicy, perhaps it's garlicky. Most likely it's fried, as it should be, but it's been known to be roasted as well. Okay. Chicken and beer go together like love and marriage and divorce. Like rhythm and blues, country and western, Brooks and Dunn, Shields and Brooks, and swords and shields. It's a combination so beloved and celebrated in America that the rapper Ludacris once named an album Chicken and Beer. I don't mean to name drop here, but I once met a woman who knows Ludacris personally. Celebrity secret side note, Ludacris isn't his real name. But enough about Christopher Brian Bridges. We're talking about fried chicken, and its appeal isn't limited to Americans. South Koreans are just as crazy about the bird as the folks who introduced the world to the Colonel and Popeyes. And while South Korea is home to its fair share of KFCs and Popeyeses, it also has a dizzying variety of local fried chicken joints, where big plates of fried bird are meant to be enjoyed with good friends and cold beer. It's a meal so adored and anticipated by Koreans that they abbreviate its name to save time and get it on the table ASAP. Chicken is shortened to Chi, and Maekju, the Korean word for beer, is shortened to Mek. In Korea, chicken and beer are known as Chi-Mek. Hang on to your hanboks. I'm Jim Schneider. This is South Korea A to Z, and today, for the letter C, you guessed it, we're talking about Chimaek.
Hey, what's up? We're here at Gongdeok Station. We're going to meet Joe McPherson. Joe is a foodie and a blogger, a foodie blogger, dating way back to 2004 when he started zenkimchi.com, which is his food blogging site. He's been a staple of the Korean food blogging community for, all that time, more than 15 years. So really happy to have him joining us, and he's going to take us to a Chimaek restaurant to enjoy a little chicken and Maekju, chicken and beer. This is Josh.
Hey Josh.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as
Pleasure.
well.
Yeah. You got a good Chimaek restaurant lined up for us?
Right over here.
Awesome.
This place is it's a chain, but it's kind of a mom and pop place.
Okay.
Most all the franchises tend to be mom and pop operations, and they all are slightly different.
Tutu.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You familiar with Korean drinking etiquette?
Very much so.
Okay, so pour for you. Yeah, don't pour for yourself. That's 7 years bad sex.
Nobody wants that.
Come back.
Hey, come back.
Come back.
There's something about Chimaek places though is you know, for the longest time, we lived here 16 years. We've always complained about the weakness of the beer. But after the craft beer movement, I'm starting to discover chicken and beer places with craft beer. It doesn't work. This stuff works better with Korean fried chicken. It's got a lot of flavor. You got spice versus spice. If you got an IPA or something that's kind of like Choo Choo's kind of has a cinnamon spice tinge to it, and you got this coriander fighting up against it. It just doesn't work. You want something clean to balance it out.
Okay, yeah, it's a good palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about like your story. You got here in 2004.
2004?
Okay, I was also here in 2004.
Oh gosh, for the first time. It's changed a lot, hasn't it?
Yeah, I haven't been here, but I remember reading Zen Kimchi back in those early years.
Yeah.
Maybe not 2004, but
2004 was a little more
2007.
private because it was kind of a personal blog for my family.
Okay, yeah.
But
So when you started out, you were just letting them know, this is what I'm eating.
exactly. It was most of my blog posts were about what I was eating. And then I discovered food blogs, and I was looking for a Korean food blog, and there wasn't one, so I made one.
Oh, cool. So when did it really start to move out?
The New York Times contacted me. They were doing a piece on the rising popularity of Korean fried chicken in New York. And so they couldn't find anyone online to interview me. And so they interviewed me, and they put me in the piece, and the blog exploded after that. And you know, once these things start, they tend to go on and on and on. So I made
All right, so you want to tell us what's on the table, Joe?
Oh wow. Okay, this is what I call 90s style fried chicken. Choo Choo got it started in 1990, and 90s style is kind of has a very thin coating to it, thin breading to it, made from starch. It's fried twice, so this is why it's called Choo Choo chicken. It's fried twice, and it's marinated in ginger juice, and then it has this dusted in this cinnamon spice aroma. Beautiful, just ginger and cinnamon kind of aroma. One guy described it as a cinnamon donut.
Oh, okay.
And it's very light, so you're not filling up really quickly, and it matches perfectly with beer. And so what I got original fried, and I got yang yang, which is kind of a sweet, slightly spicy garlicky sauce. There are a few ways you can tell a quality chicken and beer place. One thing is look at the interior. If it's full of beautiful young ladies taking selfies, not good chicken. If it's full of middle-aged men who look like life has kicked them in the teeth, great chicken.
Yeah.
Great chicken. Greasy window, dark windows where it looks like something shady's going on inside, also a good indicator. Another thing I've noticed is the better the chicken, the worse the coleslaw.
Okay.
Now this one's kind of okay, but I've been to Choo Choo chickens where it's just cabbage with ketchup and mayonnaise. And I've eaten it and I've liked it. Because the ketchup mayonnaise, because they're like, screw you, our chicken's so good, we don't care.
And after enough Maekju,
That's what it is. After enough beer, you don't care.
all right, well, we got our food. Let's cheers once again.
Cheers.
Oh, you're almost empty. Rule number 2, never let anyone's glass go empty.
Oh.
What do you know about the history of this dish itself? Like, when did Chi-Mek start to pop here?
It is an import from the U.S. From the soldiers. But it really started getting popularity around the early 70s when cooking oil suddenly started becoming more affordable. And one way to express this decadence was to take a chicken and fry it. And you had these sukgama, these really large like woks, wood-fired woks outside with oil. You just take an entire chicken, usually not breaded, and just dump it in there. And fry it. Now the thing is, if you ever fried chicken, it doesn't take. It takes a long time to cook all the way through, like 15 minutes or so. A gentleman named Harlan Sanders came up with the method of cooking it in a pressure cooker to speed it up to make it viable as a restaurant meal. But Koreans at the time couldn't really afford this pressure cooker, so Korea came up with an alternative method: pre-fry it at one temperature and then refry it at a higher temperature.
나는 어느 정도 된달 봐야 되는 거예요. 보면 된단 말이야. 그러니까 거의 한 시간이 10시에서
So, around the same time, another foreign concept of foreign import, beer, started getting popular. And Korea was starting to get out of poverty, starting to get wealthy, coming out. It was in its middle stage. And so one way to show wealth, and we still do it today, is be cosmopolitan to show off the foreign things. And so chicken and beer came in really well together. Fried chicken is not thought of as a meal, it's thought of as like a bar snack, like buffalo wings.
Right.
You wouldn't say like, hey, let's have buffalo wings for dinner.
Right.
If you're a healthy, right-thinking person. This is something you have when you want to drink. And so that's how fried chicken is viewed. Drinking and for birthday parties and for sports. Same thing wings are. Yeah, it's party food. So that started being around the first actual restaurant. It was a street food. The first actual restaurant was opened in 1978. I don't know the name of it. And then around the late 80s, all the Samsung and LG started going through a bunch of layoffs. So suddenly you got a bunch of guys in their 50s trying to figure out what to do. They don't really want to, it's either be a taxi driver or open a restaurant. And chicken and beer places were sold to them as turnkey solutions to their retirements. And it doesn't require a lot of training. And I like beer, so honey, we got a retirement thing. So we started seeing a lot of explosion chicken restaurants, and the competition started getting fierce. So that's when the idea started getting popular, sauce in the chicken. And this went a 90s style chicken. So this is a callback to that time.
Okay.
This is not trendy at all. In fact, it's kind of like PBR in a way.
Yeah.
No.
The classic.
It's kind of nostalgic. It's where your unfashionable uncle would go to. But there's some people who are connoisseurs and they go like, but that's still the best chicken.
Yeah, like people drink PBR ironically, but why would you eat this chicken ironically? Because it's
delicious. It is delicious.
I heard fried chicken became quite popular during the World Cup in was that 2002?
Yeah.
Right?
So then it became associated with sports ball.
Okay.
Yeah, and okay, I would say in the late 90s, early 2000s, we're coming out of the what we call the IMF crisis here, the Asian financial crisis, and new corporations like BBQ, which is another chain I love, but the more modern style.
Yeah.
They made their bones by becoming a delivery service. And they promoted themselves as the chicken for families, birthday parties. We get BBQ for birthday parties. So that's what expanded. Then World Cup is being sort of associated with sports. So these places are crowded during sports times. And then just there's one right over there. It just became just general celebratory food. And 2018, the busiest night for all the chicken places around Korea, this is in the news, was when President Park Geun-hye got impeached.
Really?
Yes. Everyone, the whole country celebrated by ordering chicken. You want to get another batch?
Yeah, absolutely. Spicy garlic and then another regular.
Okay.
I'm digging this. I like that they fried my new.
Yeah.
when did you start learning?
Before I came to Korea, I learned to read. It took me just a couple hours.
Yeah, that can take an afternoon.
And then I learned two phrases: hello and may I have a beer. Suwon.
Yeah.
Suwon
Yeah,
is
it's a good place.
It's a surprise. There's some food in Suwon that are actually. Yeah, so this is spicy garlic. Garlic chicken came about, and it's a neighborhood, a blue-collar neighborhood in southwestern Seoul. And they came with this idea in 1997. They came with this idea where they would chop up all this garlic and a little sugar, and they would just grate, just stew it all day long. And then when they do fried chicken, and then before service they would just baptize the chicken in the garlic.
Oh wow!
Wow, that was garlic chicken. This is their take on it.
Oh, wow.
It's spicy garlic chicken. If there was a decent male cosmetic I could try, I wouldn't be against lipstick and a little eyeliner.
I don't know if it matters. I wear women's like facial cream.
Oh yeah.
You know, it doesn't. I don't think it would even matter even with makeup.
Do you use tampons? Do you use women's tampons?
I use yeah. I use women's tampons.
So just when I'm out of paper
It
towels.
works fine.
After certain meals, they can be helpful.
Yeah.